Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mines and Money 2023 resourcing tomorrow here in London. And we move on for the first time with Nicole Brewster, the President and CEO of Renforth Resources. Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time here at your booth. Maybe you can give us a short overview on Renforth. What are you doing? I saw already nickel cobalt, and it looks like battery backed by gold. I like that.
Backed
That's
by
a good
gold deposit. We have a large property that is our focus in Quebec. It's about 300 square kilometers.
Ooh.
And on it, there are several occurrences of a mineralized system. We're focused on the central 20-kilometer long mineralized system.
Mm-hmm.
We're right now drilling off 2 kilometers of it towards putting a maiden resource together next year.
Mm-hmm.
We've drilled this before. We're just filling in our drilling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a mineralized system that is Outokumpu style, so it's similar to eastern Finland. It's a graphitic mudstone, which is mineralized, interlayered, and then followed by interlayered ultramafic, giving us nickel, cobalt, and platinum group elements.
Mm-hmm.
Interlayered with a VMS, giving us zinc, copper, silver, and gold, and then a bit more graphitic mudstone to end the package. So that's 20 kilometers long on the property.
That sounds like metal shopping in a boutique.
Metal shopping in a boutique. Yeah, so it's large scale.
Yeah.
It's going to be called low grade at the end of the day, but we're looking to actually employ some Finnish technology where they're running a bioheap leach near the Arctic Circle, which is, they're the only ones in the world at the Talvivaara mine running a bioheap leach for nickel. And it's actually like us, it's a nickel polymetallic, and we have the same style of mineralization, the same lithology. So we're just going to try and copy them.
Wow, fantastic. I mean, if you can do that with the, let's say, geology and the rocks and the metallurgy, then it should be easy, right?
Yeah, maybe they'll be partners. Maybe we hire them. We don't know what it looks like, but the Finnish government is interested, so...
Okay, super. How many meters you drilled so far? Because you said you are now filling it and you want to bring out the resource next year?
We've drilled, prior to this, we've drilled about 10,000 meters on that area, and we're drilling before Christmas. We will finish drilling 4,000 meters. And then we may do a bit more drilling early in the new year, and the idea is to put the maiden resource together for next year. When we're done what we're doing now, we'll have 100-meter spacing of our drilling, which is enough to do a base metals inferred resource, the very first one.
Okay, super. To what depths you are drilling normally?
Prior to this program, our deepest pierce point was 180 meters vertical.
That's not really deep.
No, that starts at surface.
Okay.
This would be an open pit scenario.
Oh, la la.
However, and I can't tell you the number, this program we did go a little bit deeper, so we do have slightly deeper pierce points.
Okay, perfect. And you stopped in mineralization with the drilling, meaning going deeper, you find something in addition?
We'll go under it.
Yeah.
It's running deeper, so... At the end of the day, we won't know the full story until somebody mines it, right? So we'll paint the best picture we can as an exploration company, and we'll try to bring the heap leach, the bio leach along, and we'll see how we do.
Okay, super. So just to get that right, let's assume you're moving now forwards with everything. And how would that work? Because as I said, it's a little bit like boutique shopping with a lot of metals. How would that work? Any priorities you are first developing, and or is that could you do everything together?
In terms of those metals, they all come together. So what would happen is an open pit. We're focused on 2 kilometers.
That's what you said, yeah.
So in the future, an open pit would probably be fairly small.
Yeah.
Kilometer, it's not really small, I guess, but the open pit, the material gets crushed and it gets put on a leach pad. The chemicals are added to cause a biological reaction, which creates heat and takes the metals out in sulfides in liquid.
Okay.
And then, so Talvivaara right now produces a copper sulfide, a zinc sulfide, and a nickel cobalt sulfide. So all of those metals are coming out at the same time. When you crush it, you'd remove the silver and the gold because they're heavier. So they'd come out as well.
Oh, that
so
makes sense.
we would be doing the same thing. All of those metals would be
in one process.
Wow,
that's amazing. Fantastic. What else do you need, or let's say, what is the plan to really move the project forward to the next phase?
So we're opening a relationship building in Finland with a view to bringing their technology to Quebec. We are talking to the Quebec government about heap leach pads because there's only one operating in the province.
Okay.
They were just telling me a few minutes ago. So they need to have the ability to permit it. We're raising a bit of money with retail shareholders in order to continue drilling in the new year. But it's just drilling and then finding the people to calculate, whom I've already found, but going back to them to say, okay, do the maiden resource.
Okay.
So that's the plan in the near term.
Yeah.
We have a gold deposit, which if we can monetize the gold deposit somehow, it's kind of exciting. We're reinterpreting the mineralization, and that would lead to us having to drill it. But if along the way there's an opportunity to monetize it, I will take that opportunity.
About what we are talking from the deposit size?
104,000 indicated ounces at 1.78 grams per ton and 177,000 inferred at 1.77. Subsequent to that resource, which is May 2020, we drilled 15,000 meters, and we've done an internal update, but I can't publicly tell you that. But suffice to say, there's an increase, on the books, so to speak. So
I see you smiling.
yeah, it's fun.
It must be positive.
It's fun. I mean, we were a gold company until I staked all this ground with this base metals. So I'm a gold bug, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
But base metals, businesses are built around base metals, right? We need them. If you didn't grow it, you have to mine it. And, your outfit, my outfit, everything was either mined or grown. So,
No, it's the absolutely truth. And when we want to electrify and transit the world off the fossils, we need everything.
We do. We need everything, and that's before we have the discussion about just general infrastructure growth and fixing bridges and stuff like that. So.
Exactly, Same here, Germany, England,
everywhere.
whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Super. You said you have finance, or you are financing a little bit?
We're financed for the exploration we're doing, and that carries us into the new year, financed. Renforth stays alive on less than 100,000 Canadian a year.
Oh,
we have
good.
no employees. We have our fixed costs are like the exchange fees, lawyer, insurance, audit. Myself and the CFO are contractors, and we take shares as payment. And we usually end up taking them at 5 cents, and the market's at 3 cents. So we we discount our fees. So we can control our spend. So raising money to keep the company alive is literally a non-event, but we raise money to do work. So it's not dilution when I'm adding value, if I'm demonstrating value, which we have been to date. But we're doing a small raise, retail, which I'm getting placement on. So I have no doubt we will raise a bit of money, and that'll have us drilling in the new year, unless something happens with Parbec, which is always. I've said no to several things. There's no fire sale there. So
okay, super, perfect. Last question: who are your major shareholders or largest shareholders? What is management?
I'm probably the largest individual shareholder, to my knowledge, and I don't know all the shareholders. I'm not allowed to see the shareholder register, and it gets even more complex than that because the banks, when you put your shares in your trading account, the bank puts it in their name. So all I see is a list of banks when I look at my shareholder list.
Okay.
But to my knowledge, I'm probably the largest individual shareholder. My shareholding
how much is it?
It's somewhere around 3.5, 3.8% of the company. It's everything I have, which isn't a lot maybe. I'm not filthy rich, but I'm invested in it. But other than that, there's a few old fund positions, but there's no real funds. Our shareholders are people. They're regular people. We're a retail company, large Quebec-based shareholding. So...
Yeah, which is fine. Absolutely.
Well, it's people who listen to the story. They decide if it fits. Or they have questions for me, but they decide that it works for them. They understand the time horizons involved in mining. And they decide if they're going to invest. So if they invest, they're prepared to wait and see if it works. And what I'm talking about doing is crazy big. It's a big idea. It's a big project. It's going to take a bit of work. But that's okay.
It's going to take a bit of work. This is normal, I would say, in exploration. So thank you very much, Nicole. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
I would say keep it going because the boutique of metals, we need the metals.
We do.
Thank you very
much.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Nicole Brewster, the CEO of Renforth Resources. And you heard it. This is like a boutique of metals. Nicole has everything in the ground, which is really, really hardly needed in our modern industry. And it's in Quebec, so #1 mining place in the world, and I would suggest you check it out. Thanks for watching us. Bye bye from London, Mines and Money.